Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about dynamic SQL in SQL Server. This is the fifth video in this dynamic SQL video series. So please try to watch all my previous videos so that you'll get more understanding on what I'm talking on today's video. Let's go to the SQL Server Management Studio. So in today's demo, I'm using table employee. So we'll understand what data it contains, how many columns it has. Let's try to execute it. Now you can see that there are 286 rows and these number of columns available in this table. So today we'll see different example in dynamic SQL. So the example is where employee ID is 3 and employee ID is 3. Let's try to execute. Okay, sorry, manager ID 3. So select star from table employee where manager ID equal 3. When I execute this query, I'm getting 7 records, but I want to pass two parameters in this today's video. One is manager ID, another one is title. But title, I want to pass multiple values as a parameters. For the manager ID, it is allow me to pass only single value. But when it comes to title, I need to pass two values. How to do that in dynamic SQL we are going to see in today's video. Let's start the query. Create procedure. So procedure name get record type record count. So I'm taking two parameters. One is manager ID, another one is title. Let's start manager ID integer and title varchar 100 as begin end. So in between begin and block, I'm writing the code to fetch the required data. Let's try to declare a variable to store the dynamic SQL. Declare SQL string and varchar max. So I'm setting the query for this variable. Let's start SQL string single quotes select from tbl employee. But here I'm taking only few columns. Instead of taking all 20 columns, I want to selectively taking few columns only. Let's try to write those columns. Employee ID, manager ID, title, birth date, gender, marital status. So these are the columns I'm taking from the employee table. And after that, I'm writing the conditions where manager ID equal to single quotes. So I'm taking the value from the parameters manager ID. So and also we need to start the string and we need to end the string. Okay. And title. So when it comes to manager ID, we are passing only one value, but title we are trying to pass one value or different values like 2-3 values also we can pass through the parameters. So in that case I am taking the in clause in take title string and okay, and sorry, and I'm trying to give one hard code value for the gender equal to male. So for the gender only I want to pass the male values only. So here what I'm doing is manager id is equal to single value I'm trying to pass from the parameters manager id, and title I'm trying to pass the multiple values. So that is the reason I'm taking in class, and gender is equal to I'm giving the hard code value main m. Let's try to print the dynamic SQL. Print SQL string and finally call the dynamic SQL procedure. Execute sp underscore execute SQL string. So let's try to execute this procedure. So there is a same name, there is an object. Excuse me. Let's try to drop first and later we'll try to create one more time. Drop procedure get record count. Let's try to drop it. So procedure has been completed successfully. Now let's try to execute one more time. We'll see whether it will execute or not. So procedure completed successfully, but here one thing we need to fix. So basically we are concatenating the manager id in the string, so we need to convert this into varchar. Let's try to do that. Cast as varchar. I'll try to convert as varchar 100, give it. So again try to alter the procedure. Alter. Now I'll try to execute whether it will work or not. We'll see. So procedure has been altered successfully. Now we'll try to execute whether it will give error or not. We'll try to see. Execute. So manager id 3, and so we'll try to check the values. What are the values it has been? Try to employ stuff employee. So here manager id is equal to 3, senior tool designer. We'll give some value. Okay, let's try to execute it. And it's giving the value, and okay, where it's giving error we need to check. Sometimes it will give error. I think here we are getting the error. I'll try to execute one more time. So procedure has been executed successfully. Now I'll try to execute. So here the column name is showing invalid column name. It means that I have given the wrong column name. Let's try to execute the table. Take the column name. So take and paste it here. Now again try to execute the procedure. I will remove this one, drop. So procedure has been altered successfully. Now I'll try to execute the procedure. Now it's working fine. So here what I'm doing here is I'm passing main as ready 3 as an input parameter, as well as the title is senior tool designer. So based on these two conditions it's working fine. And also, so gender is equal to m, I have given as a hard coded value here. So that is the reason it's coming only gender is equal to m, as well as senior tool designer as a title, and main as ready is equal to 3 only. Now look for the print statement. So print statement will try to verify how it is coming. So select, these are the columns we are fetching, where main is red is equal to 3 and title in, so gender is equal to m. So even if we execute both also, it will give the correct output only, there is no difference at all. Now what I'm going to do here is I will try to pass the different values. Main is red is equal to 3. So I'll try to pass another value for the title, because our requirement is we can pass multiple values to the title parameter. Let's try to execute it. What it is coming? It's coming nothing. Something issue is there. So we'll try to fix it, that is also. So take the print statement. So paste it here. Now we can see that, so main is red is equal to 3 and title in senior tool designer comma designer engineer and gender is equal to m. So if you notice here, so what are the value we are passing? Even though we are passing two values, one is a senior tool designer, another one is designer engineer, but it is treating as a only single value. But this value, this entire value is not available in the title column. So that is the reason we are not getting anything. We are getting only empty result set only, right? So we need to separate commas for each value. So for that we need to fix the code. So what I'm doing here is I'll try to take one more variable, declare final title varchar and set final title. So I'm replacing what are the value we are passing, replace title comma. So what are the value we are passing? Whenever comma is there, I'm trying to pass single quotes between each value. So I will try to explain outside of the procedure so that you will get more understanding why I'm passing that value. So procedure completed, execute successfully. Now I will try to take this outside and explain what it is returning actually, so that you will get more understanding. Title, so for title I'm setting some value, Venki, Ramu, Srinu. So for example, let's try to understand, this is the input parameter. I'm trying to pass three values, one is Venki, another one is Ramu, another one is Srinu. Let's try to execute it. Select final title is, okay. So try to execute and we'll see what output we are getting. Try to execute it. Yeah, we are gonna find. Now if you notice here, so what we are getting Venki, Ramu, Srinu. So what are the value we are passing? See, for every value we are giving these value, single quote ending comma beginning. So single quote ending comma beginning. So for every value we are giving the same thing. So that is the reason we are, so same thing we are giving. So here what will happen, so it will start single quote here, single quote end comma begin. So like that we'll get if we execute the output. Now I'll try to alter the I hope you understand this logic, why I'm giving the replace and all. Now I'm altering the procedure. So procedure altered successfully. Now I'll try to give the values. So why it's not coming, because I need to pass the what are the value here we need to pass, and I can try to alter the procedure. Now try to execute it. So now we are getting right. So manager id 3 and senior tool designer as well as design engineer. Here I'm passing two values, this is one value, this is another value. Even though we are passing multiple values to the single parameter, it is accepting through dynamic SQL. Even you can pass another value also. I'll try to pass one more value. So I'm passing this research and development. Let's see what will happen. So let's try to execute it. Now we got four values, right? So two are from one value, second value, third value. So for the title parameters, I'm trying to pass three values to the single parameter, and also manager id is 3 and hard-coded value is m, right? So gender is m, right? So even if we take the print query also, we can, it will have the same only. Try to copy and paste it here. So we can execute both. So both are giving the same output, only 4 rows, 4 rows. There is no change at all. It means that it's working as we expected, even though we are passing multiple values to this title parameter. So this way we can write the query for the dynamic SQL if you want to pass parameters to multiple ways. So that's all for today's video. I hope you like this video. So if you have any questions or queries, so please send me an email or drop your comments in the comment section, so that I'll try to reply as soon as possible. So we'll see another example in the next video, how dynamic SQL is giving more flexibility if you want to work in a dynamic nature based on the requirement. So stay tuned and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.